The 9th year of the Amgen Tour of California, making its start from the state capital in Sacramento, and the longest day of the race, 120 miles, and the confluence here of the Sacramento River and the American River. Bradley Wiggins, or we should say Paul, Sir Bradley Wiggins, ranking among the favourites, along with Mark Cavendish when it comes to sprints.
Yes, up alongside them, Tom Byrne, and crowd favourites Peter Sagan, hoping to open up his account. 10 wins so far in the Amgen Tour of California, hoping today will make it number 11.
And the riders moved away. There was a strong wind blowing out on the course, but for the moment at least they would have a sunny start away from the city. But once out on the highway, and pretty soon after the start, 6 riders established a lead, including Tom Lisa of Team Belkin and Matt Cook of the Jamis Hagen's team, Isaac Bolivar of United Healthcare, Charles Planet of the Novo Nordisk team, Will Routley Benefit team, and Terry Gagan of Great Britain and the Bissell Development team. But when the wind started to blow, the race started to heat up.
Yes, that breakaway built itself a maximum advantage of 4 minutes and 40 seconds, but when they came to the grippy part of the course with a very strong crosswind, Sir Bradley Wiggins and Team Sky and Omega Pharma Quickstep decided they wanted to stamp their authority over the opening stage. Taylor Phinney, big favourite for the individual time trial coming up in 24 hours, was very happily into that early breakaway group. But quite shortly, because of the acceleration in the main field, that early morning breakaway of 6 riders, well, they got pulled back into the fold quite sharply.
Yes, once the wind changed direction, Team Sky had noted it, and so too had Omega Pharma Quickstep. They put the strong men at the front of the race. They forced the leading group of some 15 riders as well. This was the move, and even Mark Cavendish, known as a sprinter, was up amongst the leaders and looking to escape the other sprinters in the race.
Catching out 1 or 2 of the overall race favourites who got left behind. The 6 men at around about 14 miles to go got pulled back into the fold. But the gap at this time was only 40 seconds though back to the front end of the main field.
Well, the crosswinds were continuing, but what the riders hadn't realised that there would be a change of wind direction approaching the finish. But for the moment, with the wind coming on the right shoulders of the riders, those who had made the split were hurting the main peloton because they weren't getting themselves organised. Also, a small crash in the peloton left 1 rider on the floor, Rowan Dennis of Team Garmin Sharp. He was okay, and he would rejoin the field.
Yes, but one of the big favourites for the individual time trial, he would start tomorrow's stage with a very ripped-up back, but he did manage to get into the main field and finish. At 14 miles ago, the whole of the group came back together, and the race could see on the horizon the magnificent skyline of the state capital of Sacramento.
Yes, the race was to finish with 3 2-mile circuits of Sacramento, and another puncture here, this time to the hapless Mark Renshaw, the #1 lead-out man of Mark Cavendish. A bad time to puncture. Sacramento was approaching rather quickly, and when we got there, 3 riders tried to scurry through ahead of the rest. Greg Daniel, Keel Reinen of United Healthcare, and Jacob Rath, but they were only seconds ahead. And when it came down to the race that mattered, in one of the closest sprint finishes ever known in this event, Mark Cavendish making a late run for the line in the right. He really looked as though he wasn't going to win it all, but a change of direction and coming through on the left-hand side, now taking on John Deckencole on the line. Neither rider knew who had won, and they had to wait for the results of the photo. Take a look at this and tell me, Paul, can you still see who's won?
When you look at the speed that Mark Cavendish came back at this point, it looked as if he was defeated. That's Peter Sagan, by the way, in the lime green jersey, but look at this final kick for the line. The man who's earned himself the nickname over the last few years of the Manx Nismal lunges his bike at the line, and even at this point he's not certain whether he's won or not.
He had to wait before he celebrated to hear if he'd won or not. Mark Cavendish, in fact, did win, and he won by just a couple of centimetres. And once told, the traditional congratulations. There's the picture that decided near this camera. Cavendish just out in front. In history, his 4th win in this event, and the last time he was here in Sacramento, he also won and pulled on the leader's yellow jersey. And that's what will happen now. He becomes the first leader of the Amgen Tour of California as the race now goes to nearby Folsom for a short time trial, which, all respect to Cavendish, give us the next leader of this race. Mark Cavendish then on the left of our picture, John Deckencole, beaten by those few centimetres, and in 3rd place was Hoffman of Team Belkin. The top 3 sprinters in the end had the day, but what a stage it had been. And the yellow jersey on the shoulders again as he returns to the Amgen Tour of the sprinter Mark Cavendish. Let's have a look then at the overall standings after this opening stage. Mark Cavendish, of course, the winner. A 10-second win bonus for him, which gives him a 6-second advantage now over second place today, John Degenkolb. Moreno Hofland in third. Further down the list, Danny Van Poppel had a knock-down day with a flat tyre. He's in sixth place. And the top 10 completed by Taylor Phinney having a go in the sprint.